Hello everyone, welcome back to EduTap and welcome to the Finance 360-degree session. So today is your revision session where we are going to revise the notifications and the finance current affairs that we have done in our previous 5 sessions. So this is the part 1 of February 2024, and as promised to you that after every 5 sessions we are going to bring a revision session for you so that you become pro in answering the MCQs even if they are lengthy, and you become habitual of practicing the MCQs and giving the answers of the MCQs. Okay, so let us get started with the revision session. But before that, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel where you will get the PDF of this session. So you will get the PDF of this session in the Telegram channel. The link for the Telegram channel is in the description box below. So starting with the first question that is in front of you. So kindly read the question very thoroughly and try to answer these questions. Okay, and as you have seen the recent pattern of the RBI Grade B, there are the lengthy questions that are coming in the examination. Now the RBI Digital Payment Index, this is important from RBI Grade B point of view, from the SEBI Grade A point of view, even from the NABARD Grade A point of view. The Reserve Bank of India Digital Payment Index is very important. Okay, so try to read the question and answer the question. So the question is stating about that the RBI Digital Payment Index for the September 2024 has been recently released in February 2024. Okay, which of the following statements are incorrect regarding the digital payment index that you have to tell me. So first statement is that the index for September 2023 stands at 410.77. So this is wrong. Actually, the index, the Reserve Bank of India digital payment index is 418.77 in September 2023 as against 395.57 for March 2023. Okay, the RBI DPI has been constructed with March 2018 as the base period. So the DPI digital payment index score for March 2018 is set at 100. Okay, so the base year is March 2018 and that's why the score for the base year is 100. So this statement is also wrong. Now the third statement is the RBI DPI comprises of 5 broad parameters that enable the measurement of deepening and the penetration of the digital payment in the country over different time periods. So the Reserve Bank of India Digital Payment Index, it is comprising of 5 broad parameters that enable the measurement that how deepened and how much penetration of the digital payments has happened in the country. So yes, this statement is correct. The highest weightage in the index is of payment enablers. No, there are the 5 broad parameters out of which the highest weightage in the index is for the payment performance. That is given 45% of the weightage in the Reserve Bank of India Digital Payment Index. So here the A, B and D statements are incorrect and you had to find the incorrect statement. That's why the answer is 4 here. Okay, so I hope every one of you was able to give the right answer of this question. So here I have already taken a session on the Reserve Bank of India Digital Payment Index for the September 2023 that has been recently released, and the data here is 418.77. So RBI DPI index for September 2023 is 418.77. These are the 5 broad parameters for the DPI for the digital payment index, that and payment performance has the highest weightage in the among the 5 broad parameters in the digital payment index. Okay, now coming to the second question. So we have discussed about the Monetary Policy Committee meeting that has recently happened. So as per the Monetary Policy Committee, which of the following? So you have to tell that regarding the Monetary Policy Committee, which of the following statements is incorrect. So you must know about the basic idea of the Monetary Policy Committee. So this is a static kind of question from the current affairs. So the basic ideas regarding the MPC, regarding the RBI, you must be aware about. So try to answer this question. So the MPC determines the policy repo rate required to achieve the inflation target. So this is correct because in the here you can see that the MPC in its meeting has decided to keep the repo rate unchanged. That means the MPC is the one that takes the decision regarding the policy repo rate. Okay, so this is correct. The MPC is required to meet at least 6 times in a year. No, this is incorrect. The MPC is required to meet at least 4 times in a year, but it actually meets 6 times in a year, but it should at least it should meet 4 times in a year as per the norms. Okay, and the quorum for the meeting of the MPC is 4 members. That means there should be at least 4 members that should be present in the meeting. Each member of the MPC has 1 vote, and in the event of equality of the vote, as there are 6 members in the Monetary Policy Committee, so if there are 3 votes for yes and 3 votes for no, in the case of the equality of the votes, the governor has a second or casting vote. Okay, section 45ZB of the amended RBI Act of 1934 provides for an empowered 6-member MPC. So as I have told you that there are 6 members in the Monetary Policy Committee to be constituted by the central government by notification of the official gazette. So this is correct, and in the 6 members, the 3 members are from the Reserve Bank of India and the 3 members are nominated by the central government. Okay, they are appointed by the central government. The central government, in consultation with the RBI, determines the inflation target in terms of the consumer price index, because consumer price index inflation is the inflation that affects the consumers in the country, and this inflation target is set once in every 5 years and it is notified in the official gazette of the central government. So here only the B statement is incorrect, and that's why here the B is the answer. So we have discussed the Monetary Policy Committee. Now here, if you want to know about the static information about the MPC, you can read this whole, but I hope that you are covering the static part very well. Okay, now coming to the next question. Now this is the question that is the recent based, that is the current affairs based. So I hope you will be easily able to answer this question because we have discussed all the points in the session. So try to give the right answer of this question. So recently, the MPC at its meeting decided to keep the policy repo rate unchanged. Which of the following statements is or are correct in regard to the MPC meeting that has recently happened? Okay, so CPI inflation is projected at 5.4% for 2023-24. So this is correct. Assuming a normal monsoon next year, the CPI inflation for 24-25 is projected at 4.5%. So this becomes incorrect. As per the first advance estimates released by the National Statistical Office, the real GDP, the real gross domestic product, is expected to grow by 7.3% year on year in 2023-24, underpinned by the strong investment activity. So this is absolutely correct. On the supply side, the gross value added expanded by 6.9% in 2023-24. Okay, that's why this is incorrect, because the GVA has grown by 6.9% in 23-24. Okay, real GDP growth for 24-25 is projected at 7%. So real GDP growth for the 2024-25 is projected at 7% by MPC. So B and D statements, they are correct. The other statements are wrong. So that's why answer is 2. The first, the A and the C statements, they are incorrect because of the incorrect percentages, but the B and D statements are correct. So the MPC, we have completely discussed about the Monetary Policy Committee meeting that has recently happened, and you also need to know a little about the static part of the MPC that I have provided to you in this session. So I hope now you will remember it. Okay, coming to the next question. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India has imposed restrictions on Dash following a comprehensive system audit report and subsequent compliance validation report of the external auditors, which revealed persistent non-compliances done by this particular organization and continued material supervisory concerns in the particular bank. Okay, so now you have to tell the right answer. So easily you can tell that it is the Paytm Payments Bank Limited. So the answer here is E. Okay. So this is the whole that we have discussed about the Paytm Payments Bank and the restrictions that have been imposed. So these restrictions, you need to know about them, you need to remember them. These are the restrictions that have been imposed on the Paytm Payments Bank by the Reserve Bank of India, and we have discussed this completely in our session. So I hope you remember about them. Okay, if you do not have the clarity, kindly go and see the session. In the session, I have completely discussed about the restrictions on the Paytm Payment Bank, why it has happened, what is the norms the RBI has provided. Okay, now coming to the next question. Recently, Reserve Bank of India has released the Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies document. As per the document released by the RBI, which of the following statement is incorrect that you have to tell me. Okay, So the RBI plans to introduce the additional functionalities of the programmability in CBDC retail and wholesale payments and allow offline capability to enable these transactions in areas with poor or limited interconnectivity. Is it correct? No, it is not correct. Why it is not correct? Because this is not for the wholesale payments. The programmability and the offline capability, these are the two new use cases that are being brought for the CBDC retail payments only. So here the wholesale should not be mentioned. Programmability will permit users, like for instance the government agencies, to ensure that payments are made for defined benefits, specified or the targeted purposes. So this is correct. This is the aim of the programmability. Okay. Additional features like the validity period or geographical areas can also be programmed under the programmability. So this is correct. Multiple offline solutions across hilly areas, rural and the urban locations will be tested for the purpose of the offline functionality, and these functionalities will be introduced through the pilots. So this is also correct. So the first, third and fourth statements are correct, and that's why the first is incorrect statement, the second, third and fourth. The second, third and fourth are the correct statements, and that's why you had to find the correct statement, right? You had to find the correct statement, and that's why D is the right answer here. So we have discussed all about the offline functionality. We have discussed all about the programmability in the session. So if you do not have the information regarding these, you can see the session. Okay. Now coming to the next question, that is recently RuPay cards and unified payment interface connectivity between India and dash country as well as UPI connectivity between India and dash country were established to deepen the financial integration and to facilitate the digital payments among the citizens of the three countries. The RBI has given this statement. So now you have to tell me that respectively which are the countries that are being talked about in this particular statement. So I hope you are well aware about this news article because we have discussed this in length. So here RuPay cards and unified payment interface connectivity between India and Mauritius as well as UPI connectivity. Only when we are talking about the UPI connectivity, it is between India and Sri Lanka. So here the right answer is D. So the people that have given the A as the right answer, so that is incorrect. The D is the right answer. First it should be India and Mauritius, then there is the India and Sri Lanka, because India and Mauritius, they have talked about the connectivity and they have started the connectivity for both the RuPay cards and the UPI, but the Sri Lanka and India, they have started the connectivity under the recent program. They have started the connectivity only for the UPI. Okay, so D is the right answer here. So this is the whole news article that we have discussed in length. The virtual launch has happened of the RuPay cards and UPI connectivity between India and Mauritius as well as UPI connectivity between India and Sri Lanka. Now coming to the next question, that is in the recent Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies document, RBI has proposed changes in the key fact statement rules which provides critical information about the terms of the loan agreement, including all-inclusive interest cost, and greatly benefits the borrowers in making an informed decision. Now it has been proposed, it has been decided to mandate all the regulated entities, let it be the banks, let it be the NBFCs and such, to provide the KFS, the key fact statement, to the borrowers for which of the following reasons. So which of the following reasons are there? So here the answer should be C and D. So it has been decided by the Reserve Bank of India recently to mandate all the regulated entities to provide the key fact statement to the borrowers for all the retail and MSME loans. So here the right answer is C and D, that is the right answer is 4. Okay. So this we have discussed, the key fact statement we have discussed, and the changes that has been brought, that is the Reserve Bank of India has mandated all the regulated entities, let it be the banks and BFCs and such, that are lending, so all of them have to provide the key fact statement for all kinds of retail loans and the MSME loans. Okay, so this is the news article, this is the important fact that you must know about. Now, so this is the information. Okay, So now coming to the next question, that is, recently MPC meeting happened and it has been decided that the policy repo rate under the liquidity adjustment facility will be kept unchanged. So the SDF and MSF also remain unchanged at dash and dash percentages respectively. So such kind of questions have been seen in the RBI Grade B examination, in 2022 examination, in 2021 examination. So you can understand that these kind of questions can directly come. So you must be aware about the current percentages, the important current percentages. So if you know that the repo rate is 6.50 percentage, you must know about that the SDF is less than the repo rate by 0.25 percentage and MSF is greater than the repo rate by 0.25 percentage. That means the SDF will be 6.25 percentage and the MSF will be 6.75 percentage. Okay, so this is the idea. So here the answer will be B. So the answer will be B. The SDF is 6.25 percentage and the MSF is 6.75 percentage. The SDF is always less than the repo rate by 0.25 percentage and the MSF is always greater than the repo rate by 0.25 percentage. Okay. Now this is the homework question. I hope you will be easily able to answer this question. This is a complete question. If you are able to answer this question, that means you are well aware about this news article that we have discussed in our session, in our previous session. Now I want to show you the students that have given the right answer of the previous session question. So it is Mukul, Vardhman, Hemant, Nimisha, Imtiaz, user, Akash, Kingshuk, Lucifer, Ankit, Shreya, NNT, Jhanna, Sarish, Riya, Shalini. So these are the students that have given the right answer of the previous session question. So now there is a homework question for you all. I hope you will be able to answer this question also very correctly, because if you have given the answer of the previous session correctly, so now you should remember that what is the change that has been brought, what is the new thing that has been brought, and kindly give the right answer of this question also, as well as tell me in the comment section that how many marks you have got out of 8. So there were 8 questions. So out of 8, how many marks you have got, that you have to tell me, as well as give the right answer of the homework question. Okay, now there is a big announcement from EduTap that we have brought for you the comprehensive guidebook for RBI, NABARD and SEBI, so that through a single guidebook you can get all your common queries answered. If you want to know about the syllabus of the examination, the pattern of the examination, the previous year question, if you want to get, all of this is provided with this guidebook. So, and this is absolutely free of cost. To save your time, to save your efforts, you can easily download this guidebook. The link has been provided in the description box below. So for your major queries, this guidebook is a solution for you. It is a very comprehensive guidebook that has been prepared for you. So thank you very much for today. If you have any query, you can comment down below. Do tell me how many marks you have got out of 8, as well as do tell me the right answer of the homework question. For any query, you can also call us here or mail us here. Okay, so thank you very much.